I see your comments, I read all of them, and I try to respond to as many comments as I can, I promise. And for the most part, they are very encouraging. For the most part, they are very informative, but some of them are not some of them are not so positive. What I thought I would do today is respond to some of the questions that many of you have asked me because a few of them keep coming up. So I thought I would clarify a couple of things today and also answer some of your most pressing questions. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have all the questions here on my phone. And if you see me looking down, it's because I am reading the questions and also maybe reading some of the notes that I've made because I want to make sure that I cover absolutely everything. Question number one. Do you include cleaning products in your $66 budget? No. I do not include cleaning products, hygiene products, anything that has to do with the house or anything else, as a matter of fact, in my $66 budget. It is only for food. And I also do not include in it the food that I spend at restaurants, for example, because yes, I do go to restaurants. It's not something that I do often. I go to restaurant maybe 3, 4 times in the year, and that money does not come out of my food budget. In a few weeks, I'm going to make a video that talks about how I pay for house cleaning products, hygiene products, and everything else. But no, it is not part of my $66 a month food budget. Okay. Okay. So question number two is I think that it is the most asked question under my grocery haul. So many people have asked me that question, and let's just clarify it today. Why do you buy bottles of water? Use filtered water instead. Hmm. All right. Let's begin with tap water. I do not drink tap water. I do not cook with tap water. The only time I use tap water at my house is for showering and it's for cleaning. Over the years, I have learned that it's very important that I listen to my body and I listen to the cues that my body is giving me. I listen to what my body is telling me, and my body does not like tap water. So I do not drink that water. I have tried before and I don't like the smell of it. And it makes me nauseous. It makes me very nauseous. So I do not drink tap water. I understand that it would be more economical if I use tap water. I have a water bill. I pay for water every month. So it would be more economical for me to just use tap water and drink that. But I try really to focus on, like I said, listening to my body. And I really don't want to force my body into drinking something or consuming something that it doesn't agree with simply because I'm trying to save a buck or two. Many of you have recommended that I purchase a Brita pitcher. And actually, I do have a Brita pitcher in the fridge. And also, my fridge has filtered water. My fridge has a filter. So that is what I use. In the video, you did not see that. In the video, you only saw the bottles of water that I buy. This is why I buy bottles of water. Number one, I buy them for my guests. Being hospitable is very important to me. When people come to my home, I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to have a good time. And I want them to know that I have given them the best of what I have. I personally, it's not that anybody ever said that to me. This is my personal preference. I feel more comfortable when they come and I offer them a brand new, unopened, clean bottle of water. I do not have alcohol at my house. I do not have soda very often at my house, but I will always have a bottle of water. And I keep that water for my guests when they come because it's part of being hospitable. To me, it is part of being hospitable. And it is very important to me that my guests feel comfortable when they are here. So I buy that for them. The second reason is that I live in Houston, Texas, and we have hurricane season and also we have winter time. And it's true that it doesn't get as cold as it gets in some other places, but we have a few days of freeze and sometimes there's no water. Sometimes there's just no water. So those bottles of water, I use them as emergency water. I always have emergency water at the house. So that's what those bottles of water are there for. They are not a monthly expense. I only buy them when I run out. Reason number 3 is going to explain why this time I ran out of bottles of water. A few months ago, I had a surgery, a pretty major one, and I have been on bed rest for almost 3 months now. And during my bed rest, it just became more practical to have bottles of water everywhere in the house because it was very difficult for me to move around. And I found out that I can be quite clumsy and I would kick something and the glass would fall on the floor and break on the floor and then there'll be water everywhere. And the movements that are required to clean that from the floor are all movements that I could not do, especially early on after the surgery, and that even today I am still struggling doing. So I decided that it would be just more practical and safe to just have bottles of water everywhere in the house so that I don't have to move too much. And if they fall on the floor, then it's not just a complete mess. For the past few months, I've been using my emergency water and I feel more comfortable. I'm not sure why. It's just me again listening to my body. I feel more comfortable drinking the water from the bottles while I am recovering. But like I said, it is not a monthly expense. I buy them as needed and I've been needing them. So that's why I ran out and that's why I had to buy more bottles. I hope it clarifies this issue for good. Because the number of questions I had about my bottles of water was insane. It was insane. This video has over 500 comments, and a good 300 of them are about the water. Right? So please, that is why I buy the bottles of water, and you are going to see them again in my hauls. You are going to see them again, just not every month. All right, can we move on? Can we move on from that? Yes? Okay, let's move on. Question number 3. For someone who lives on so little, why are you fat? Ah, okay. That is probably the second most asked questions in the comments. Why are you fat when you live on so little? Well, I don't think that I live on little. I don't think so. I have plenty of food at the house, and I think that my budget is enough. Could it be bigger? Yes, of course. Of course, I could spend 200, I could spend $500 a month on food. Of course, it could be bigger, but it is not. I think $66 is enough and that's why it is my food budget. I do have a video with my grocery haul for the month of August, and you can see that I have plenty of food. I really have no um I am not hungry. I am not hungry. And next week, I believe I'm going to post a video showing what I eat during the week because it's one of your biggest requests. It's one of your biggest requests is what do you eat on a day to day? Can you show us for a week? So that's what I'm going to do next week. And you'll be able to see I eat plenty of food. So why are you fat? Huh. Oh my goodness. Do not call me fat. Do not call me fat. Why am I fat? I am fat because I'm well fed and I'm happy. Yes, yes, that is my body. It is my body. Now, I'm going to say that I have been on bed rest for 3 months and I haven't been able to do my usual exercise and do a lot of the things or just move around. I haven't been able to. So I have put on a few pounds more than I usually am. But this is pretty much me, 10 pounds lighter. Imagine 10 pounds less. And I think once I return to work and I return to normal activity, those few pounds that I have accumulated are going to go away. But this is pretty much me. And I I don't feel bad about the way that I am. I always thrive to be healthy. I always thrive to be healthy, but now I'm happy with the way that I am. You can't make me feel bad about that. No, it could not. I don't know if the purpose of that question was to make me feel bad. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what was the thought behind that question. I am I am not fat. Oh my God. Well, actually, maybe I am. Let's be honest. I think if I step off the scale, I'm probably like on the overweight scale, right? Looking at my height and my BMI or whatnot, I am pretty sure that I am on the overweight side. Who's not? How many people are not on the overweight side these days? And I am pretty sure that even the people writing, "Why are you fat?" You and I are probably on the same side of the scale. So, oh my goodness, that was something. That made me laugh a lot. Okay, that's it, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that I have clarified a few things for you. If you have more questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comment section. I want to thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, your advices in the comment section, for sharing your recipes, so many recipes, for sharing the way that you spend your money at the grocery store. It has been helping me quite a lot. It has been helping me quite a lot. And I see from all the thumbs up that you get from on your comments, and I see that it's helping a lot of other people as well. When I see a comment and that comment has 400 thumbs up, 500 thumbs up, then I know that not just me, other people have enjoyed also the knowledge and the wisdom that is in that comment. So please continue to share with the community. Everything that you can add is welcome, even if you feel like it's not much, but it is going to be something for somebody. So thank you so much. The other thing that I would like to ask you to do, well, there are quite a few things that I want to ask you to do. Number one, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. The other thing that I would like you to do is to tell me what type of videos you want to see. You wanted to see a grocery haul video, and I made a grocery haul video. You wanted to see what I eat every day for a week, and I have made the video. It's going to be posted next week. I'm editing it today. So it will be posted next week. I would like to know what else you want to see. Please let me know in the comment section. Of course, I can go on to YouTube and see what videos are popular, what people are watching. And of course, YouTube make recommendations and they look at algorithm and they tell me, what videos are doing well. But I don't want to make videos based on what the algorithm is telling me. I want to make videos based on what you are telling me, based on what you want to see. We are here at this point today. We are a little over what, 4,700? It's 4,700 of us. And I want to make videos based on what the 4,700 people in that community want to see. So please let me know in the comments what you want to see, and I will make those videos. All right, let's end it here. Take care.